This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. Ever wondered how things stop bouncing? Like, why doesn't a basketball keep going up and down forever?
It's all about damping. That's what slows things down.
So we're diving into a damping simulator today. It's a cool online tool that lets you visualize this.
Exactly. It shows how different levels of damping affect movement.
Sounds fascinating. Let's explore this damping thing. So what exactly is damping? Is it like friction?
It's related, yeah. Damping is a force that opposes motion, and friction is one type of damping. But damping can also come from other things, like air resistance.
Right. So the more damping, the quicker things slow down.
Precisely. Think of a swing. If there's no damping, it'll swing forever. But with damping, it gradually slows to a stop.
This simulator, it lets you adjust the damping, right?
Yep, you can change the damping level and see how it affects a simple mass spring system. You can also change the mass and spring constant.
And what does it show you? Just numbers, or is it visual?
It's visual. It graphs the position of the mass over time. You can see the oscillations, how they decay with different damping levels.
So are there different types of damping?
Absolutely. There's light damping, where it takes a while to stop, critical damping, where it stops quickly without oscillating, and heavy damping, where it's even slower than critical.
So critical damping is the sweet spot, the fastest way to stop the bouncing?
Exactly. It's the ideal damping for many applications, like shock absorbers in cars.
I saw something about customizing your own model. What's that all about?
You can input your own equations to define the motion. It's pretty flexible. You can model all sorts of different systems.
So you could model like a bouncing ball with air resistance?
Exactly. Or a pendulum, or anything you can describe mathematically.
This simulator's online, right? What's the website?
It's iwanttostudy.org. It's a pretty simple site, but the simulator is really well done.
And it looks like it was made a while ago, judging by the last modified date.
Yeah, March 2020. But that doesn't mean it's not useful. The principles are timeless.
So where do we see damping in real life besides shock absorbers?
Everywhere. In building design to reduce sway, in musical instruments to control sound, even in our own bodies to cushion our joints.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. It's fundamental to how things move. The graph on the site, it shows position versus time. What are the other options?
You can also see velocity and acceleration versus time. It gives you a complete picture of the motion.
So you can see how speed and acceleration change as the damping changes. Right, I notice it's under a Creative Commons license. What does that mean?
It means it's free to use and share with attribution to the creator. It's a great example of open educational resources.
And it was compiled with EJS? What's that?
EJS is a templating engine. It's a tool used to create dynamic web pages. It's a common tool for web developers.
This is really cool. Are there other similar simulators out there?
Oh yeah, tons. There are many physics simulators online covering all sorts of topics. It's a great way to learn by doing.
So to recap, we've learned about damping, its different types, how it's visualized in the simulator, and some of its real-world applications.
Exactly. It's a simple concept with far-reaching implications.
This has been a really insightful discussion about damping. I never realized how much it impacts our daily lives.
It's everywhere, and understanding it helps us understand the world around us better.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for sharing your expertise.